guys, I'm going to try to go through this as fast as possible. I'm on a little bit of a break. Excuse all of this mess. I'm trying to adjust to the new schedule. But, okay, so I did get a response back on going over maybe some follow-up information. First of all, you are all obviously in kind of the beginnings. You're sampling right now. A couple of you have your own salon, so that's awesome because sampling is going to become a little bit easier because you already actually have people there. For people that don't, like Kristen and Jacqueline, the best thing for you to do is to utilize tools like social media and just talking to people wherever you are, always having product on you. So a best way to demo, even if it's a warm market, it's easier to practice on your warm market. So you just ask them, and you always want to be excited about it because you are excited about it. It's worked on you. You stand by the product. So you want to say, have you ever heard of the 2-minute miracle? And then they're gonna say, no, what's that? And then you say, well, it's actually been around for a long time. It's been on the Home Shopping Network for 9 years, and I just now found out about it. And then tell them how it works, and then say, let me just show you real quick what it can do on your hand. Usually, what I kind of a script would be. It's an anti-aging product that goes on as a gel, and within 30 to 45 seconds, turns into a liquid. And as it turns into a liquid, it penetrates into your pores and pulls out any oil, and it can also exfoliate dead skin. You can actually see the skin come off. Can I show you on your hand? It just takes a few minutes. So you show them, and everybody is like, wow, oh my gosh, they're going to want to use it. And that's going to make them excited to go home and try it. What you have to do, if you don't already have that person's contact information, is to say, in order for me to give you the sample, I just need to get your contact information because I want to make sure that you're using it properly, because there can kind of be a learning curve on it. They usually say no problem because they want it, use it for free. So you write down, you want to get a notebook or a, what am I trying to say, calendar for yourself, and on that day, whoever you sample to, you need to write out their names, have them give you their phone number and their address if it's potentially someone that you may need to send another sample to. That way you just have all of that information. So try to do that. I'm going to try to set up some times for us to get together and do it together because it always feels better when you have more people there. Kind of pushing you along, or at least there to have your back if somebody is rude to you. I actually had some people be rude. People from England are they don't take a very good liking to us American girls, so I had a funny experience with that. But so as far as the sampling, also using social media to get that to get it out there, you can always use my pictures, my before and afters. I can give you a ton of before and after pictures from people on my team and off of the Legacy Global page. You always want to put a picture with anything that you post. And I can kind of give you some scripts as far as maybe what you could say. And you just want to, make sure that you're keeping up with your Facebook. If you're going to use Facebook as a tool to sample, you want to make sure you always see every single notification, because if you don't see it right away, that person may not, the thought may be out of their brain and they're not excited about it anymore and they moved on. So you have to be ready to get the address from somebody immediately. You also, on Facebook, you also want to make sure you get a contact number, not just a Facebook friend. You want to get a phone number that you can put it in there, put it in the phone, and just tell them that that's part of the deal when you're sampling, because you want to be a representative to them. So you want to be able to make sure that they're using the product correctly, because if they try it one time and it doesn't work, most people are going to be done with it unless you follow up and you say, it will work, let me just walk you through it. So you want to follow up within 3 days. So you go, by the third day, you need to go back to your log of people, and you want to, say me, I have to always text because I'm at work, but text them, say, have you had a chance to use the 2-minute miracle gel, and were you able to see a lot of dead skin accumulate in the exfoliation? And so that tells you everything, because you don't ever want to just say, what did you think? Because then that way you don't know if it really worked, and so then they're going to say, well, I don't know. You want to make sure that you are always saying, did you actually see a significant amount of dead skin come off? And then they're going to say, yes, oh my gosh, I love it. Always. As long as they see it work, they're going to love it. Whether or not they decide to, sometimes it still takes them a while to decide what they, if they're wanting to be retail or wholesale or anything like that. A lot of people, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, I got a lot of retail customers. People are not really, they're very skittish when it comes to anything, even just wholesale. So you're going to get a lot of retail, and that's awesome. You want retail, because a lot of times those people are going to come back and become your wholesale customers and your ambassadors later on once they realize the product's awesome. So, and also that gives you time to actually be able to learn the comp plan and how it all works together. So that's really, that's all I'm going to say about the following up and the sampling. Like I said, you don't want to just give your samples away like candy. You want to make sure, if someone asks you, can I have a couple extra samples for my mom and my sister-in-law? You always want to say, sure, I'd love to do that, but I just require, as a rule, for my sample products, that I get a contact number and name for the person that I'm giving the sample to, because I want to make sure it works. So then that way they realize they're going to be held accountable if they don't actually give that sample to someone else, and keep it for themselves too. So the samples aren't free. We pay for them. They could be a great investment. They can also be throwing money away if somebody just lets it sit there and you have no way to contact them to even see if they've been using it. Because a lot of times what you're going to find is people say, oh, I keep forgetting about it. Oh, yeah, I'll try it tomorrow. You have to, literally, they don't. It's funny to me that one little thing that you change in your routine, some people just can't do it. Just tell them it takes 2 minutes. You don't have to wash your face before you do it. Just take your makeup off with a washcloth and put it on. What are you doing right now? You're kind of bugging them, but as soon as they see what it does, they're going to appreciate it. So hopefully that helps answer that question. When I get another break, I'll touch on the binary tree, and maybe a little bit more on Facebooking. All right.